What's up YouTube, it's Louis here. I hope you're all well. Today we'll be looking at Bitcoin. It'll be a different video. We're looking at a fresh chart on the monthly time frame. We're looking at the BLX chart. This has the most data. So yeah, all your moving averages are correct for this. Because it has the most data. So if we go back, you can see we can go back to all the way until 2010, July 2010. So yeah, the chart with the most history, and you can see as the history goes, since its inception, there has been no downtrend. So, and this is because there will forever be 20 million coins, not 21, because 1 million is Satoshis. But there will only be 20 million, and actually less than that. There are already a good handful of millions that have been lost forever, whether that's through the people at the beginning not believing in his future and losing their passwords or throwing away the private keys, or just simply people dying and not having written a will, anything like that. That is why there will forever be less and less and less crypto as the time goes on. What's also interesting is the Bitcoin halving. We have it every 4 years. 2 years into it, you usually get the bear market. So right here, 2020, we had 2018 top, 2017 top, 2018 all the way until the end of 2018 until 2019. We bottomed out. So end of 2018 we bottomed out. What happened in 2020? The halving. What also happened in 2020? China, COVID, okay? What else happened? A failed ETF. They didn't get permission. What also happened around there? Another ETF actually got passed. What's happening over here? The same news. One ETF passed, one didn't. What's happening in China? Massive spike in COVID cases. The same thing is happening, guys. And what's interesting is looking like this, doesn't it? It's looking like that, and you get this bounce off the 20, a failed bounce, and you go to the 55. A failed bounce off the 20 and to the 55. It's exactly like that. We just don't have a crazy black swan event, potentially, but we don't have an event that could probably push us under. Even COVID, something that could have put an end to the world. We had no idea at the beginning how bad COVID was going to be. I was personally thinking, what if it's like the Spanish flu where millions of people died? So this was my thinking at the start. Of course, I was wrong. Obviously, it's not as bad as it seemed to be. But back then, no one knew. And what was happening in the world? Panic buying, shortages of food supplies everywhere. And toilet roll, oh my gosh, the mess of toilet roll in London was crazy. No toilet roll for anyone. People were just panic buying, and the pasta and the rice. It was nuts. But there you go. Even that couldn't finish the world, couldn't finish crypto. So what is the event now saying Bitcoin's finished, guys? There's nothing, is there? So we know, of course, over the years, since its inception, there is no downtrend. So tell me yourself, what event is going to put Bitcoin in a yearly downtrend, in a downtrend that could last 5 years plus? Tell me what event is going to do that. If you can't, there you go, it's not going to happen. So our bottom, if we're looking previously and we look at all of our tops, our top of the bull markets before we went to the bear market, and the bear market on the monthly time frame does not mean a downtrend. It just means, like, can you see this is an uptrend? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. You're technically allowed to come back down to here, but I do not see it coming back down to there. If you're coming back down to there, like these trading gurus on Twitter are claiming, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is finished, because you've done something that you've never done in history, and that is fall back to the previous bull market top. You see here when we topped out, did we ever pull back to it? No. You see over here when we topped out, when we broke it? Sorry about that, guys. Don't know what, I think it's bin man. So when we broke it here, did we come back to this top when we topped out and had a bear market? No, we did not. So the same thing should apply here. We should not come back down to 19k, 19.8k. However, if it does that, this will be the first time in history. And we know history doesn't have to always follow. We don't have to, history can change. And this could be the time where we do kiss this. But I'm telling you guys, if we lose this, it's screwed for good, because obviously this would not be resistance, and so if it's not resistance, you're going to fall through it. Sorry, if it's not support, you're going to fall through it and it will become resistance, and if it is resistance, where's your next support? So when we topped out here, where we dropped to there. So if we lose 19.8k, I doubt this will hold, because this is a mid level. This might hold, and then of course if not, this has to hold, because this is your swing high, this is your swing low. So technically, if you fail to hold this swing high, if we were to come down to it, you're going to head to the swing low eventually, and this level over here would fail. It can hold, but most of the time when we look at ranges, when you fail to hold the previous swing high support, you go to the swing low, and the perfect example of this is what's happened here. So when we broke out over here, we placed a trade in the group chat. I also told you guys in the video, but maybe you didn't take it, maybe you didn't hear it right, or something like that. But we took a trade because of that candlestick there. I definitely told you guys, and our target was 46k, and it did manage to reach 46k, but we took profits at this previous high in and around 44.4k, because there was resistance every time we dumped, and we had a shooting star there at the 200 EMA. Most of the time you're going to come back forward to the bullish cross, and then the breakout afterwards would have been valid, and we actually would have continued up afterwards. If you enjoyed today's video and all the videos, support the channel. Over 50% of you are not subscribed. Only 10% of you have the notification bell on. Turn it on. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 3k subs. We're definitely smashing 2.5k this month, so thank you. As predicted, we're going to hit 2.5. Let's get to 3k for next month. By the end of June, let's be at 3k for my birthday. So let's do that. So of course, heading back to this, the reason this obviously ended up being a failure, and it's because we broke out on the first attempt. Here you're meant to pull back, as I said, fall back to this newly formed bullish cross to hold it, and then have a go at breaking the 200. You just didn't do that. You broke above the 200 without pulling back, and you needed to do that. And because you went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days straight without pullback, and this is not even a pullback. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 plus 8, 16 days of just straight upwards trajectory with no pullback. I was telling you guys this is looking a lot like this, and if we lose this wick, we're going to dump like this, and that's exactly what happened. I told you guys, and the reason why I'm showing you this is because this was the swing high. You were meant to hold this. You did hold this, but you didn't make that higher high. So I warned you guys, if you lose this, this could step in, but truly the swing low after you topped out here, where was your support? There. So that's the swing low, but this is the medium level, but the medium level did not hold, even though that's where the bullish cross was as well. And then we go back to the monthly. It's the same principle, guys. So if this does not hold, you're going to come back down to here. Even though everyone wants this middle level to hold, it won't. You're going to fall back down to here, and of course we don't want that. So at all costs, we don't want to come back down even to test this, but it might be a reality for the first time in our history. For over 10 years of this Bitcoin market, it has never done this. This could be the first time, and the reason is because there's a setup here. So if we go to the daily time frame, I'll try, is it the weekly? I'll try and find it for you. So we have this, there you go. You have this support right there, and then this trend line here. There's so many descending triangles. Even here is a descending triangle, maybe a better one. But regardless, whichever one you want to look at, if we were to go from there or just go from here, if we go to the monthly, get this exactly, get a monthly technical target rather than a smaller time frame, you'd measure from here back to there. Let's actually let's go to the weekly and check where that was. We need sort of a straight line, so we'll use a straight line here, and we'll go back to the monthly. You can see it's a bit lower, so on the monthly your target is there, so we'll actually do it from the high back down to there, put down the breakdown, and you can see how crazy is that. Our target, if we were to break down, which we are, you can see we could actually get an exact kiss of the 19.8k, and that's something Bitcoin has never done in its history. So if it does that, we want to see a big wick, a big capitulation wick, a liquidity grab, exactly like that. So we want to see us actually closing above the 55, but we don't care if it goes below during that month or during that week, whatever it wants to do. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're interested in me helping you achieve your trading goals, exactly like how we called this bearish market back in January when we lost this low, I was telling everyone across my social medias, YouTube, Twitter, but also to my personal friends on my personal Instagram and my personal Snapchat. I was telling everyone back in January, now that we lost this 39k wick, Bitcoin is going to try and go to 28k. And what did we do? We went all the way down to 29k. And are we finished, guys? No, we're not. We're going to meet that target. Now I'm showing you there's more patterns that have played out, because back in January when we were over here, we didn't have this. So now we've got that. We can see there's a potential descending triangle here, which I gave you in yesterday's update over here, with a technical target back down at 25.8k and the 1618 at 26k. But of course, we're prepared for the lower targets. You can see there's two targets at 22, 20 and 19.3. That is actually lower than the previous high, so we wouldn't really like it to go and meet that target, but we've seen already. Yeah, so going back to the BLX chart, this is the reason why potentially now we could actually be falling all the way down to, you know, in and around that 19k area. We do have a target a little bit below, but yeah, at all costs we shouldn't really be closing below this, as we've just explained. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're interested in the crypto packages, I'm more than happy to help you. I've taught over 30 plus students one-on-one myself, and I've obviously been teaching you guys 2,400 of you every day now. So you're getting the free value. It's all there if you just want to take the next step. It doesn't matter if you're already a trader. I'll 10x your learning curve still. Doesn't matter if you have zero knowledge whatsoever. I have the course there for you. While you're learning, you will be part of the crypto group chat. And of course, in the next 3 to 6 months, things will start to change. So in that period, we will be investing. And while you are in the process of learning, you'll be like working on the job sort of thing. You'll be making money on the job, because if you're in the chat and you're doing the same moves as me, even though I'm not a financial advisor and none of it is financial advice, it's all for educational purposes. I'm personally posting what I'm doing in the chat so people can learn off that. And of course, if you're getting the same results as me, yeah, if you're doing the same things as me, you're going to get the same results percentage wise. Obviously not the same in dollars or pounds or euros, but the same percentage gains. So any of the people that want to start doing the course or the mentorship, you get a crypto consultation call where I can go through the cryptos that I'm personally in and why I'm in them, the percentages, like the pie chart. I've got this and that, I've got this and that. If you're interested, I'll play the video now. And here are the crypto packages. Here is how to get started. Click the link to my Twitter, head over to the pinned post, and all you need to do is message under and just type, "Hey, Louis, I'm interested in the mentorship." And that's A-okay. Perfect, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.